Shalom, give our praises and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahshua B'Shem Chakodash. The bonus to the apostles, the GMS, Shalom to all the faithful men that's doing this work. And Lord willing, I'm going to make this quick video. I want to speak on, pretty much Esau, mainly Esau, how he pretty much hoard everything for himself while everybody else in the world just suffers, you know what I mean? People are starting to really say stuff about that, and crying about it, and people are gonna start getting, physical and start, you know, taking from Esau. You know what I mean? It's like a song by what's his name? By Bob Marley. It's called Belly Food, I believe, or Hungry, whatever. He was saying like the belly, they're belly food, but we're hungry. You know what I mean? Esau, he's full. He's more like Scripture says. He got more than a heart can rich. While yet we the ones that's hungry and starving and struggling and shit. And really, it shouldn't be like this. They talking about running out of food and running out of water, running out of space. This earth is it's a fucking huge earth, man. Like this earth got plenty of space, plenty of water, plenty of food, and so on and so forth. Esau, the reason there's shortages and shit like that is because Esau stopping, you know, pretty much the forgot what I'm trying to say, Salakia. Well, Salakia, real soon, the what's this shit called? The transit and shit like that, like the pretty much the I think this called logistics or whatever of it, like the trains and the trucks and all these other things. That's gonna stop. You know what I mean? But right now, Esau just causing things like he's pretty much like Bill Gates. That nigga, he I guess he bought like the company or whatever, or the patent, whatever the hell it was, for fucking fake eggs, and then all of a sudden, I think like a day later, America's one of the biggest egg plants burnt down. All this shit just burning down. You know what I mean? That's what Esau's doing. You can see that he's just trying to starve people out. He's purposely trying to starve people out because if this nigga really wanted to, he could feed all of us. And I remember there's an article a couple years ago. All right. It said there's 2,000 billionaires, 2,000 like 400 billionaires in the earth, and they can end world hunger 7 times over and still be rich. But that's just the billionaires. What about the millionaires, right? So yeah, man, he's a devil, man. He's fucking Satan. But it's Proverbs 11, and it's like, yeah, 26 it says, he that withholdeth corn, the people shall curse him, but blessing shall be upon the head of him that selleth it. Yeah, so that's what Esau is doing. He's withholding corn. He's withholding food. Like I say, we already know that he's the one behind all these factories and all these plants and all these animals dying and mysterious fires. Like, come on, man. Like, it's obvious, man. Like, remember during the Rona shit, they was killing all the goddamn cows and shit, man. And they buying the farms and from people and shit. And they was saying some sorry ass excuse saying there's too many cows, like I guess there's not enough workers or some shit. So, you know, you know, nobody couldn't really attend to the cows or something like that. So there's too much of them. So they just killed a lot of them. It's like, man, come on, man. Esau's a damn devil, all right? But people were starting to curse him. People were starting to hate this damn devil. And like I said, one day they're gonna get physical. Like the scripture says that they should not regard their kings. People back in the day used to have respect to their presidents and shit like that. You know, officers and but now they're not gonna respect it. They don't respect Biden, which fuck Biden. He's just a puppet. That nigga probably ain't even You know what I mean? Either whatever. Who gives a fuck? That nigga is obviously set up. You know what I mean? He's not in control. No presidents. I don't give a fuck what president you can you can think of. No president is in control. Esau Edom got those niggas set up for his little agenda. Alright? But they hate Biden, you know, and people don't respect him no more. They cussing him out to his goddamn face. So imagine when shit gets really tough, man. These niggas gonna be out there rioting. Like that song said, you know, angry mob is an angry mob. You know what I mean? Because that's what happens when people get hungry. When, imagine you, imagine you are hungry and you got no fucking money at all, and you spending a whole day, hours, you know what I mean, without food, especially if you got work and shit. You gonna get an attitude, all right? So these people gonna get mad. They gonna get real angry, and they gonna start acting, all right? This is James 5. One go to now, ye rich men, reaping how for your miseries that shall come upon you. Alright, your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rest of them shall be a witness against you. And you shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days. Behold the dire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept by fraud. Crieth, and the cries of them which have reached are entered into the ears of the Lord of the Sabaoth. Right? And that's Esau is not very. He's a goddamn greedy bastard because he's not very smart. Because I mean, if you in rulership, you gonna have slaves, you gonna have people working for you. I understand that, but this nigga went too far. He's making to the point where, well, technically it's smart for now, but eventually people's gonna get tired of it because he made it to the point where you just barely surviving. Alright, barely surviving. Now you got inflation, you got all these things, everything is raising. So now people can't even survive no more. It's just they struggling even worse than they was before. Alright, got no money in the savings accounts, nothing. They just completely through. So what's gonna happen when the price is gonna go even more up? These people gonna lose it because they ain't gonna have nothing to feed themselves. And then what they gonna do? Like a lot of people already know that the government and all that shit, they behind this shit. So what they gonna do? They gonna start rioting and shit like that, stealing and taking. All right. It says, "Ye have lived in pleasures on the earth and been wanting." Yeah, Esau been living in pleasures. He already, like the scripture says, he got more than the heart can wish. He already got every fucking thing, and he's still wanting. He's still lacking. He still wants more. And this is where these niggas is gonna get mad because Esau is doing too much. He's taking too much. You're already poor. And Esau wanna take the little bullshit change that you already got left. Alright? It says, "You have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. You have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you." Alright? Now this is Proverbs 22 and 27, 26. "Be not thou one of them that strike hands, or them that are sureties for debts. If thou hast nothing to pay, why should he take away thy bed from under thee?" Yeah, so you already broke and you got nothing to pay, like rent. I mean, if you got nothing to pay, that's something I thought about yesterday. Like I know for me, like my rent, if I got to pretty much to the second, so when it's the third, and I don't pay that shit, then they gonna add $50. I've been living by myself for 4 years, and I only been late on my rent once. That's what happened on the third day. I couldn't pay it till the third day, and they added $50 to already. So I was just thinking, like, what the fuck? Like, why would you add to whatever the fuck you got? Like the scripture says, you supposed to add usury. You know what I mean? Like that shit don't make no sense because now I mean obviously the fucking rent was obviously too much, so I can't pay it. So now you're gonna add $50 to what I already can't fucking pay. So Esau's a devil. So how the hell you gonna the nigga's already struggling and then you gonna add another $50? But that nigga don't give a fuck because he can just kick your ass out and then you know what I mean. Not too long after that, he can just have somebody else move into the same spot and and actually get more money from him or her because they gotta pay the deposit and shit. Then the first month rent and all this other stupid shit, man. Esau he's just evil, man. Just evil as hell. But this nigga, you don't have nothing. You don't got no more rent. You got no more money for food, for gas. And if you don't got that rent money, he gonna be like, nigga, get your shit out, or we gonna come in and take your shit out our damn selves. Alright? Car payment. They gonna come up, you know what I mean? Take your goddamn car, take that shit back. Then they gonna add more money to fucking man. Like, come on, man. That's you doing way too much, man. Alright? But the good thing is, man, the Lord is gonna destroy this nigga because he's just evil. He's just an evil man. And matter of fact, you go to 22, it says, rob not the poor because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate. It says, for Yahweh will plead their cause and spoil the soul of them that spoil them. And that's what Esau is doing to us right now. He's spoiling us. You know, he's robbing us of everything we got. You finally get your paycheck, man. Gotta pay another fucking bill. You already late on this bill. So now you gotta pay that bill. So now the bill is even more than what it was before. And now, as soon as you get your money, now you lose all your money as soon as you get your fucking money. Now you gotta get 2 jobs. You gotta do Uber. You gotta do this, that. That's not living, man. While niggas out there doing that, working their ass off, Esau's on a yacht. Esau's in, you know what I mean? He's in a different country, on an island, all these things. But it's all good because when the kingdom comes, like the scripture says, reward unto her double. We ain't gonna have that problem. We gonna have nations in slavery. All right, we gonna have you in slavery. You gonna have, you gonna, hey, and we ain't gonna be bullshitting with your ass, man. Your ass gonna be, it's gonna be free labor for the whole goddamn 1,000 years. All right. So yeah, man. Anyways, with that, hopefully it's edifying your person. Glory to Allah, Shemina, Shabbat, Shabbat, Dash, Tabas, the Apostle Shemesh. Go on to the brothers in this first conversation. Shalom.